Hi and welcome to Now Showing. I'm Atika Farooqui and I wish you a very happy Diwali and a prolonged, continued festive season. Hope you're enjoying with a lot of light, love, warmth, friends and family. Here is Now Showing again with a lot of festive spirit. Let's begin with the highlight. Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3, more twists, more terror and a double dose of Manjulika. Vidya Balan, Madhuri, Dixit, Tripti, Dimri and Kartik Aaryan form a dream team. And our weekend recommendation is a Tamil film that celebrates roots and relationship. Starring Arvind, this will truly touch your heart. Rooh Baba ki Rooh mein base hain Rumi. Kartik Aaryan reveals his philosophical side like never seen before. We get a peek into what makes Konkana Sen Sharma a fine actor in the mind of an actor. And Bosco Martis demands for proper credit for the choreographers and explains the art of creating the perfect hook step. And let's begin the show with Anis Bazmi's Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3. Well, this film brings Kartik Aaryan back as the eccentric ghostbuster Rooh Baba, this time facing a far greater challenge than before. Joined by powerhouse actors Vidya Balan and Madhuri Dixit, this sequel is a twisted yet fun horror comedy that promises both spine-tingling moments and hearty loves. With double the scare factor and a deeper backstory, Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 offers a fresh plot for long-time fans of the franchise, albeit with a few missteps along the way. The narrative kicks off in 1824 at the ominous. And let's begin the show with Anis Bazmi's Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3. Well, this film brings Kartik Aaryan back as the eccentric ghostbuster Rooh Baba, this time facing a far greater challenge than before. Joined by powerhouse actors Vidya Balan and Madhuri Dixit, this sequel is a twisted yet fun horror comedy that promises both spine-tingling moments and hearty loves. With double the scare factor and a deeper backstory, Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 offers a fresh plot for long-time fans of the franchise, albeit with a few missteps along the way. The narrative kicks off in 1824 at the ominous Rakht Ghat in West Bengal, where Manjulika is sentenced to death by the local king. The tale then flashes forward 200 years, where Rooh Baba, played by Kartik Aaryan, is running a thriving con business in Kolkata, posing as a ghostbuster with his loyal sidekick. Enter Meera, that is Tripti, Dimri and her uncle Rajesh Sharma, who approach Rooh Baba with a job offer to cleanse their haunted fort of Manjulika's spirit, hoping to restore its value and sell it off. Rooh Baba agrees, initially seeing it as another easy con. However, he soon finds himself grappling with something far darker and much closer to home as he uncovers his own lineage linked to Rakht Ghat's troubled history. As Rooh Baba dives into the haunting of Rakht Ghat, he's faced with the terrifying revelation of not one but two Manjulikas, portrayed by Vidya Balan and Madhuri Dixit, making the stakes even higher. The movie builds suspense by interweaving horror and historical intrigue while keeping viewers guessing about the real identity of Manjulika. With plenty of twists, the film crescendos into a surprising and thrilling climax that underscores the high-stakes mystery of Rakht Ghat. Kartik Aaryan once again charms as Rooh Baba, blending humor and bravado with moments of genuine terror. He finds his comedic timing matched by Rajpal Yadav, Vijay Raz and Sanjay Mishra, who add depth to the film's lighter moments. Tripti Dimri as Meera has a few strong scenes, though her character occasionally feels underdeveloped. Nonetheless, she adds a layer of intrigue to the story, even if her chemistry with Aryan's character feels forced at times. The true stars of the film, however, are Vidya Balan and Madhuri Dixit, who elevate Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 with their captivating portrayals of Manjulika and Anjulika. Balan's return as the iconic Manjulika is both nostalgic and very powerful, while Nene's performance introduces a new, equally formidable version of the character. Their on-screen chemistry culminates in a show-stopping dance-off to the haunting Mere Dhol Na melody, a moment that beautifully combines fear and grace. The music, while not as memorable as the original, still evokes a spooky atmosphere with different renditions of the iconic Ami Je Tomar playing strategically throughout the film. However, many of the newer songs feel more like filler, interrupting the flow of an otherwise tightly woven story. Fortunately, the background score during the horror sequences compensates, enhancing the suspense and heightening the eerie ambience of Rakht Ghat. Anis Bazmi's direction keeps the audience engaged, skillfully blending horror, humor and high-stakes drama. Bazmi draws from the franchise's strengths, providing moments that balance humor with a carefully paced suspense that builds steadily. The film's twists and turns are orchestrated to keep the audience guessing, lending depth to the mystery surrounding the two Manjulikas. Bazmi's handling of the characters and storyline demonstrates his understanding of the horror comedy genre really well, even if some of the jump scares and romantic subplots feel out of place. Despite its somewhat uneven first half, Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 comes into its own as a Diwali entertainer, blending horror, comedy, nostalgia for a very, very enjoyable experience. Kartik Aaryan's humorous, self-aware performance and the powerful chemistry between Vidya and Madhuri add layers to the story, culminating in a refreshingly bold climax. The film may not redefine horror comedy, but it delivers what fans expect: a fun, light-hearted spook fest fit for the holiday season. Try it. Go for it. And now moving on to the recommendation of the week for you. If you're looking for a film that beautifully explores themes of homecoming, personal healing and bonds that shape our lives, Meiyazhagan by C. Prem Kumar should be on your must-watch list. This heartfelt drama featuring stellar performances from Arvind Swami, from Roja and Karthi takes you on an introspective journey into the heart of familial ties, the nostalgia of one's hometown and the delicate process of emotional restoration. The film follows Arul, played by Arvind Swami, a reticent city dweller reluctantly returning to his rural hometown in Tamil Nadu for a family wedding in 2018. His painful memories of the place trace back to 1996, when a young Arul experienced loss and heartbreak that he since buried beneath his busy urban life. Hoping for a quick visit, Arul is soon drawn into reconnecting with a distant cousin, a lively and mischievous character played by Karthi, whose name Arul can't quite recall. What begins as a chance encounter with a family member soon becomes an unexpected journey of rediscovery as Arul confronts his unresolved feelings. Through nostalgic flashbacks and heartfelt conversations, Arul gradually comes to terms with his past, recognizing the unbreakable ties that bind him to the roots. What makes Meiyazhagan truly exceptional is its nuanced storytelling and C. Prem Kumar's eye for detail. Known for his ability to capture life's quieter moments, Prem brings a rare intimacy to the screen, turning ordinary scenes into poetic meditations on memory and belonging. This meticulous attention to detail likely stems from Prem's background as a cinematographer, as each scene in Meiyazhagan feels thoroughly framed and composed, almost like animated still photographs that breathe life into the past. With a story that draws you in with its subtle complexity, Meiyazhagan invites you to consider, actually reconsider, ideas you may have thought long resolved, like what truly defines a hometown. The narrative, set predominantly over one night, brings Arul back to his rural roots, where he redefines his relationship with family, guided by his cousin's exuberant warmth. The contrasts between Arul's urban reticence and Karthi's small-town liveliness create a vibrant dynamic as each character challenges the other's perspective on family, identity and belongingness. The film masterfully weaves cultural dualities into its narrative, using symbols like a temple, elephant or a photograph of the reformer Periyar next to the god Murugan. These elements add layer to Meiyazhagan, symbolizing the balancing act between tradition and modernity. The organic, heartfelt interactions between Arul and his extended family make the film less like a scripted drama and more like a real-life gathering. Mahendiran Jayaraju's cinematography is nothing short of captivating. The lush landscapes of Tamil Nadu's Delta region provide a stunning setting, with the Kaveri River's presence enhancing the film's themes of life's ebb and flow. Govind Vasantha's evocative score, featuring the haunting Yaro Ivan Yaro, sung by Kamal Hassan, amplifies the emotional impact, creating moments that will linger with you long after the credits roll. While Meiyazhagan may not boast the same overwhelming emotional crescendo as Prem's debut, 96, it offers something equally valuable. A thoughtful character study that gently nudges you to reflect on your own roots and relationships. It's a film that brings to life the beauty of a deeply personal story, driven by strong performances and masterful direction. Please watch this movie on Netflix. I would say that you will have a great time. And now moving on, it's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. You show your worth by what you seek. You were born with wings, why prefer to crawl through life? These are some pearls of wisdom from the Persian poet Rumi, renowned for his profound and spiritual verses. Rumi's insights have stirred the soul of our Rooh Baba, that is Kartik Aaryan, in Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3. Life is more than just cinema, and it's not often that we get a peek into the person behind the actor. In this chat with Kartik Aaryan, he reveals how many incidents in his life can be narrated through the lens of Rumi's quotes. That is something new I've tried. Watch. तो मैं आपसे आपके करियर की कई ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आप अमूमन बात नहीं जिसके बारे में करते होंगे। मैं रूमी का एक कोट बताऊंगी, आप अपने करियर से रिलेटेड एक दिलचस्प किस्सा उस फिलॉसफी से जुड़ा हुआ बताइए।
अच्छा।
So Rumi says, live life as if it is rigged in your favor.
I mean that's been the case since my struggling days. मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि अगर कोई फिल्म भी देख रहा हूँ, मैं उस टाइम बस एक्टर बनना चाह रहा था। तब मैं ये सोच रहा था अगर ये कर सकते तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ। आई थिंक जब ऑडिशंस में रिजेक्ट होता तो आई यूज्ड टू फील दैट इट्स देयर लॉस। जब फिल्म मिली तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मैं ये कर पाऊंगा। लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल आई वाज डूइंग दिस मोनोलॉग व्हिच वाज वन ऑफ इट्स काइंड, नेवर डन बिफोर। या प्यार का पंचनामा में, और फर्स्ट फिल्म में वो मोनोलॉग करना वन शॉट में, आई थिंक nobody expected me to do that. But I had that I had that self-belief where I thought that I'll be able to do it. And yeah, it happened. So I think मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि it's all rigged. Where I can, it's all rigged in my favor.
Right. Rumi says, you were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life?
Correct. I mean, from Pyar Ka Panchnama to Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3, I have been, I think I have wings, and so I've not been crawling, touch wood, and so I think, I believe in it.
Right. Rumi says, respond to every call that excites your soul.
I think I can relate to this in terms of gut feeling towards any decision that I make. Not just films, but any decision that I make in life. So I think it's also a lot to do with the energies which I respond to. So I think in a way they are my callings when I feel that अच्छा ये चीज़ मैं कर रहा हूँ या ये चीज़ मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए. I think I'm very responsive towards energies.
Wonderful. Rumi says the wound is where the light enters you.
I think I've learned a lot through my failures. They have all been, and not just from failures, of course, from successful journeys also. But they say, you learn a lot from failures. Like there are so many examples जहाँ पे मुझे लगा कि शायद से ये film, I think you go into that retrospect, you start thinking about why this didn't work, why this character, this person is not liking it. I think it teaches you a lot. So वो of course वो होता है मेरे साथ. मैंने बहुत ऐसी चीज़ों में सोचा है कि and yeah, I think उसकी वजह से मैंने वो mistakes शायद से repeat नहीं की.
Wonderful. Rumi says life is a balance between holding on and letting go.
ऐसे मैंने कोई sacrifices नहीं किए लाइफ में. मैंने शायद से अपनी personal life जाने दिए, privacy जाने दिए. But I honestly speaking, मुझे ऐसा कुछ ऐसा नहीं लगता, मैं इसके लिए क्रेव करता था, यहाँ आने के लिए क्रेव करता था। सो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैंने वो जाने नहीं दिया है, मैंने एक्चुअली मैं खुद से जाने दिया है, क्योंकि मुझे ये पसंद है। तो मुझे फैंस से इंटरेक्शन करना पसंद है, मुझे मेरे फैंस होना पसंद है। सो आई फील दैट मैंने कुछ ऐसा जाने नहीं दिया है।
Rumi says, as you start to walk on the way appears.
I've noticed that. I think sometimes I believe a lot in manifesting things, and that is the first step for me. I think मैं उस तरफ जाने के लिए जब कोशिश करता हूँ कोई भी चीज़, चाहे वो I think I'm maybe somewhere down the line manifested that Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 happens as soon as possible, and within 2 years we are ready with the release of this film. And it just happened. Sometimes it's like you start manifesting it so much that it just that वो अपने आप रास्ता बनता रहता है और आप वहाँ आ जाते हो. And I think I manifested this, that I would be doing an Anis Bharti film. I would be doing a film.
कितना प्यारा नाम भी है, मुझे तो नाम ही इतना अच्छा लगता है, रूहान.
Yeah, it's actually a lovely name. And yeah, so it's all, I think I am kind of living my dream.
Yeah. Rumi says, raise your words, not voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder.
ये थोड़ा
जब बॉक्स ऑफिस पे करोड़ों आएंगे तो अपने आप पता
चल जाएगा, उसमें बोलने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. I think I've been silent in most of the situations, controversial especially. I don't react to things. I don't react to any unnecessary negativities usually, and so I believe in just working, and my actions are through my work and not through my words.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Great. What you're seeking is seeking you. A lot of wealth, prosperity, box office, love, good friends, healthy parents, everything nice under the sun.
Thank you.
For a woman who was once described by Google as a leading actress of Indian contemporary parallel cinema, Konkana Sen Sharma has also shown in mainstream films like Omkara, Wake Up Sid, Life in a Metro, and so many more. A powerhouse of talent, Sen also impressed in her directorial efforts, including the unheralded Bengali short Naam Karon and A Death in the Gunj. She doesn't have a large volume of work per se, but quality always prevails over quantity. Is there a method to her craft? Yes, there is. Konkana bears it all in our special capsule, In the Mind of an Actor. Watch it.
No, actually I have not formally ever learnt acting. I really didn't get a chance because, you know, when I was younger and starting off, I didn't think that I'd want to be an actor. I didn't think that that is something that I could pursue in any really meaningful way and earn money. And I was really doing it as a lark, my first few films. I thought I'll just try it out and then maybe I'll, you know, switch to something else. And then luckily, I was lucky because it kind of took off and I didn't really have to find anything else to do. One of them was Dead Poets Society. And one of the reasons for that was that it really emphasized the point of non-conformity and that we don't have to blindly belong. You know, we don't have to be the same as everybody else, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to think differently from other people. I mean, as long as you're not harming yourself or others. And that we are all free thinkers inside, you know. So that was a seminal film. There were also films by Bergman and Truffaut which really shaped me. Films like Day for Night, films like 400 Blows, Jules Legime. These are Truffaut films that I've loved. I've also loved some Bergman films like Fanny and Alexander and Cries and Whispers, Smiles of a Summer Night. You know, my mum's films as well, Poroma and 36 Chorengi Lane have deeply affected me. Charu Lata, Ray's Pother Pachali, the trilogy, Opu trilogy as well. So there are some projects that I'm more proud of than others, though I'm proud of them all. Of course, the films that I've done with my mother are unique and special for me for many reasons. And out of those, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer is definitely up there, and so is 15 Park Avenue. 15 Park Avenue is a film where I had played a character who is suffering from schizophrenia, and there is someone in my family who I had known with the same mental health issue. So this was a role that was very close to me. There's also a film called Doshor that is directed by Rituparna Ghosh that was very, very dear to me as well. There are several films like this. There's also Amu, which is a film on the 1984 riots. That was extremely special for me. I feel it's an important film. There are of course films like Wake Up Sid and Omkara and Life in a Metro, which have got me a lot of love from people, Page 3. So these films are very close to me as well. I'm sure there are others, but I can't recall offhand. The first shot I ever did was probably when I was 3 or 4 years old. So I don't really remember. I remember that I was with my mother and it was an unexpected thing, so I was quite thrilled. Most recently I can remember from Killer Soup because I had to fall from a great height even though I was harnessed, but still, you know, I was very high up. I could see all the crew and, you know, Film City ka lights far away, so that was very nerve-wracking. I also had to do some underwater shots for Killer Soup as well as for Mumbai Diaries. Those were very scary because I don't swim. I am a little nervous of being in the water, forget underwater. There's also, I remember in Omkara a scene where I'm actually handling cow dung because I'm playing a rustic village woman, and while she's talking very casually, she's throwing this cow dung on the walls. It was just awful because the smell was so overpowering and the cow dung had maggots in it. You know, there's no one reason that I would say yes to a script. There are myriad reasons. I think that to begin with, it's like some kind of an instinctive gut response to the script itself. You know, if the script has been easy to read, or if I've, you know, engaged or felt connected in some way related to the script while reading it, that's a great sign always. I like to see the character I'm playing, if the character I'm playing is going through some kind of a transition, or how she has been portrayed. That's important. The director of the film or show is also very important, because unless you have a rapport with the director and you can get along with them, you know, otherwise you can't really, you need to communicate effectively.
And now let's talk about the world of dance. Today everyone is in love with that hook step of the song Tauba, Tauba, Tauba from the film Bad News. And up next we have Bollywood's favorite director of choreography, Bosco Martis, explaining to us what actually went behind creating some of his iconic hook steps. And he also demands, actually, now this is a very serious portion of the conversation, he demands proper credit for the choreographers on social media and on film's posters in this interview with my colleague Vishal Chatkara.
Today, having a great hook step not just give a song wings, but also create the strong burst for the film. The world is in love with the hook step of Toba Toba. How easy was it for you to come up with this dance moves for this Karan Aujla song?
It's taken us 25 years to do this. So it's just not happened एक ही रात में ऐसा उठ के हम लोगों ने तौबा तौबा कर लिया, ऐसा नहीं हुआ. And a lot of teamwork that puts everybody together and makes this possible. You know, my team came up with certain steps. They came up with the main hook step, which is this, and then we had a couple of moves. Then there was another move that was this, and when we showcased it to Vicky, and Vicky was like, "ये मैं कैसे करूँगा?" And then the beauty was that keep it easy, even if you just hop, you know, just hop, and then he kind of got the vibe. Then this was a twist, and then he said, "Sir, मैं, you know, अपना style लगाता हूँ." And then I think the next move was Tauba Tauba, the easy move where everybody could, and we kind of created that so that everybody could do that.
I was recently watching the title track of Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 on YouTube, and I was trying to figure out who actually has choreographed the dance steps, and there was no name of the dance director in the description section of that song. If you go on YouTube, there are a lot of songs. There's Kajrare. Do you think choreographers in Bollywood are not given their due? credit?
Now they have started. It's one baby step to that. Like every time a choreographer does a song, the song becomes a super hit. But when the song is celebrated, the choreographer is not celebrated. But the singer is celebrated, the lyricist is celebrated, but the whole nation who's dancing to the moves that are given by the choreographer is not celebrated. So I think it's high time that you start celebrating the choreographers like the way you celebrate the actors, like the way you celebrate the singer. A choreographer is also an artist. It's important for you to give him that respect. YouTube does not have our name for Senorita, and we've won a national award for it. So it does not. Kala Chashma does not have our name. Kajrare, like you were saying, it does not have Vaibhavi Merchant's name. Battamiz Dil, it does not have Remo's name. Even on a radio channel, everybody's name is taken except the choreographer. They do not take that. I think it's high time the choreographers need to fight this battle.
Are you saying when Toba Toba was being promoted, you were nowhere?
We were not there on the day the song was showcased. But again, I have to give grace to Vicky Kaushal, who was so graceful, and at one of the award functions, he mentioned my name, and which is very graceful of him.
Today, would you please like to tell our viewers, is there a backstory behind the following song, like Kala Chashma?
It is, that kind of a vibe, and you create that. It just fell into place, and I remember Katrina said, I don't want to dance with the Kala Chashma. Like she wanted कि Kala Chashma बोल रहे तो फिर Kala Chashma क्यों पहने? So I said Kala Chashma बोल रहे तो Kala Chashma पहनना चाहिए ताकि everybody it becomes a mnemonic thing, and that kind of just fell into place, and they both look so ravishing, and her dance moves were not visible in the ghagra, so Katrina changed her outfit. She made a sari that looked like like trousers, and I think it was beautifully designed. I love when Katrina does Menukala. She does this whole swing. I think it's really cool, and I love when Sid does the Punjabi dance.
So then how Galla Gudiyan, that song from Dil Dhadakne Do came?
So the idea first was it should be a one-take song. If you see it again, it is shot without any cuts. Then we had the challenge was that not all the actors are dancers. Then we kind of put in my team and filtered our dancers so that they could get the first guideline.
And were they prompting that this?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Once the camera was not there, they were all talking, they were all putting the actors in their position, they were all putting them in their mark.
Dance is the hidden language of the soul, and it's a language shared by all. Not everyone can dance like Bosco Martis, but who's stopping you from expressing yourself? If there are no fireworks, light up your life by celebrating the joyous moments. Wishing you all again a very happy Diwali. I'm Atika Farooqui from the entire team here. Have a great Diwali and a great festive season. Goodbye.